Welcome back to another video here on the White Stoners channel. I'm going to be doing the Money in the Bank DVD collection. I am missing 2017, so let's get into this. Here we have the first ever Money in the Bank DVD pay-per-view. They stopped doing it at WrestleMania after WrestleMania 26, and then 2010 was the only year ever to hold 3 Money in the Bank ladder matches, which is a cool fact. So you had Raw and SmackDown. Kane won SmackDown's opening Money in the Bank match, and The Miz won the Raw Money in the Bank. Kane would go in to cash in on Rey Mysterio, and the same night, being the first person to do that, The Miz would cash in on Randy Orton. I think it was in June he did that. You have Alicia Fox versus Eve for the Divas Championship, Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger for the World Title, and Sheamus versus John Cena in a steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Next, we have the 2011 Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Spoiler cover here, CM Punk winning the title. This one is said to be the greatest Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I won't lie, it is actually really good. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite one, but this is a really good one. Kelly versus Brie Bella for the Divas Championship. Big Show versus Mark Henry. Randy Orton versus Christian for the World Title and the Good Rival. John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. And this one, I think Alberto Del Rio won this one. And then I think it was Daniel Bryan who won this one, I think. Alberto won the Raw Money in the Bank, I think. And then I think Daniel Bryan won the SmackDown one. Next, we have the 2012 Money in the Bank. Again, another spoiler cover. If you're gonna have John Cena win, have him unlatch it. Don't have Big Show punch it in his hands, basically. I was not too much of a fan of how he won it, and I'm still not. Even though I am a John Cena fan, I'm not a fan of how they had him win it. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan in a no disqualification match with AJ Lee as the special guest referee. Sheamus versus Alberto for the world title. And then your Money in the Bank ladder matches. There are your contestants if you want to read there. So this one, obviously John Cena won. And I think it was Dolph Ziggler who won this year's Money in the Bank. Next, we have the 2013 Money in the Bank. This cover is interesting because it tells you that you're ready to watch some Money in the Bank, with all of them trying to fight for the briefcase. This one had the return of RVD, and I do like that he's on the cover. So, it might not be a spoiler cover, but it's a spoiler spine. Your Raw Money in the Bank winner is Randy Orton, and your SmackDown one is Damian Sandown. Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. Oh. For the world title. Curtis Axel versus The Miz. And then AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. This one, Randy Orton would go and cash in on Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. And then Damian Sandown cashed in on John Cena on an episode of Raw before Cena had his elbow surgery, I think. And then Damian Sandown failed his cash in and didn't win the championship. And I think he became the first guy to fail a cash in, I think. The disc art's actually pretty cool. Next up, we have the 2014 Money in the Bank. It's kind of a spoiler cover. You have Seth Rollins there winning the Money in the Bank. This was the year that they switched it to only one Money in the Bank match. And then you had John Cena winning the championship. I do like Roman Reigns on the cover too. And this is when they started doing match listings. You had Stardust, and I think in a Money in the Bank match. This year was when Kane helped Seth Rollins win the title, the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then he went on and cashed in the WrestleMania 31 against Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Here we have the 2015 Money in the Bank. You got Dean Ambrose on the cover, and that's cool. So, you had Nikki Bella versus Paige for the Divas Championship. Ryback versus Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship. And then Kevin Owens versus John Cena in a singles match. I think this was Kevin Owens' official WWE pay-per-view debut. And he did beat Cena, and I was surprised. And then New Day versus the Primetime Players. And then Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose in a fantastic ladder match. And obviously, you can see that Sheamus won the Money in the Bank briefcase. He would go on to cash in against Roman Reigns at Survivor Series that same year. Next up, we have the 2016 Money in the Bank pay-per-view. My personal favorite Money in the Bank here. This cover is like fantastic. You have the Shield on the cover, and all three of them with the title, and all three of them won the title in the same night, and they're the only trio team to win the same title in the same night at the same pay-per-view. How cool is that? This pay-per-view was held on Father's Day. There's part of the ladder match, so this was AJ Styles versus Cena in their match. And then Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins in the main event. Seth Rollins would beat Roman Reigns. I was happy about that, because I was starting to become a Seth Rollins fan at this time. And then I was surprised when Dean Ambrose came out. He held the Money in the Bank briefcase for 45 minutes, I think. And I think that is the shortest time. But yeah, this is my favorite Money in the Bank. And then the last one we have is the 2018 Money in the Bank briefcase with a bunch of people on the cover. It's cool to see Samoa Joe on the cover. Seeing Rusev on a cover is actually pretty cool. I don't like him. And then Ronda Rousey getting on the cover is cool. This is another spine spoiler. Braun Strowman won the Money in the Bank, and then the Alexa Bliss won the Women's Money in the Bank. And then they stopped doing match listings again. I think Carmella was the champion going in here and she retained. That I did like. And then it was Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey for the Women's Championship. And then Alexa Bliss had to come in and fuck that match up when I was getting into it. And she had to cash in and ruin it and become the Women's Champion. Here is Disc 1 and Disc 2. So there you have it. There is my Money in the Bank pay-per-view collection. Let me know what your favorite Money in the Bank DVD is, or your favorite moment. This has been White Stoner signing off. But you have to hit that subscribe button. You also got to give it a like. Peace out.